Thank you so much, Madam Chair, Ranking Member Joyce, members of the subcommittee. It's an honor and privilege for me to be here on the ancestral homelands of the Anacostan and Piscataway people to speak with you today on behalf of the President's 2023 budget for the Department of the Interior. Thank you for your support of Interior's programs in the 2022 Omnibus Appropriation. I appreciate your efforts to build capacity within the department and to fully fund our fixed costs, which are must-pay bills. I've had the honor of being the Secretary of the Interior for over a year now, and I recognize the importance of this moment for the future of the department and for our country. Through my travels and while working here in DC, I've seen firsthand how every day in every corner of the country, our employees go to work with a focus on results. They work with their local communities, states, tribal nations, and other partners to conserve and steward our nation's natural resources and cultural heritage for the benefit of everyone. Interior's programs are helping generate jobs, grow the economy, and build resilience to the challenges of our changing climate. I'm grateful to have visited many of you in your home districts and meet the great people you represent. The work we do would not be possible without your leadership and support, and I look forward to our continued partnership. Working together, we have the ability to make tangible differences in the lives of families across the country. With your support, we have already made great progress this year. We took steps to accelerate the development of renewable energy on public lands and waters. We launched the first federal boarding school initiative to address the intergenerational impact of Indian boarding schools, deployed resources to build resilience to address the drought crisis, pursued justice for missing and murdered Indigenous people, and worked to keep tribal communities safe, and helped communities prepare against the threat of wildland fire by strengthening our federal firefighting workforce and the resilience of our lands. We also began implementing the bipartisan infrastructure law, once-in-a-generation investments that will help communities tackle the climate crisis while creating jobs, advancing environmental justice, and boosting local economies. This funding is already at work at Interior, kickstarting ongoing efforts to address intensifying drought, wildfires, flooding, and legacy pollution. The President's 2023 budget request complements this with a request of $18.1 billion for the Interior Department. Of this, $16.6 billion is within the jurisdiction of this subcommittee. Our total request is a 12% increase from the 2022 enacted appropriation. Specifically, the President's budget invests in our country with an unprecedented total of $4.5 billion for Indian Affairs programs focused on tribal sovereignty and stronger tribal communities, up to $1.5 billion for wildland fire management to increase firefighting capacity, continue the transformation to a more permanent and professional wildland fire workforce, and ensure federal firefighters are paid at least $15 an hour. A total of $4.9 billion across Interior to strengthen natural resource management and improve the resilience of tribal and Interior managed lands, $125 million to advance the President's ambitious clean energy goals by increasing offshore wind energy power generation and permitting of onshore renewable energy technologies. More than $1.4 billion for research and development programs across the department to ensure science continues to underpin Interior's core mission activities, and implementation of our department-wide diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility initiative to proactively advance equity, civil rights, racial justice, and equal opportunity. I have great ambitions for the Department of the Interior and what we can accomplish on behalf of the American people. Working together, we can do more to create good-paying union jobs, increase the resilience of our lands, expand our ability to fight wildland fires, and mitigate drought, strengthen tribal nations, improve the lives of Americans everywhere. I look forward to continuing our strong partnership. In conclusion, we're doing our part to advance priorities that build a better America. Thank you again for having me, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.